Alright, audio test. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that sounds much better. Alright. Well, when we last left off on the adventures of Xanzel Rooszel, we did the Conjurer's quests, all the way up to level 15, and now we're going to get back to the main story quest. And last time we left off on that, we'd just gotten done inviting all the city-states to a 5th year anniversary memorial of the Calamity. And now we're going to go... Where are we going? We're going to go visit Bandarin, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench in Limsa. He has need of a capable adventurer, so we're going to speak to him if we want to know more. So, let's buy ourselves a ticket to Limsa. And off we go. Alright, here we are. And first thing, before I go to the Drowning Wench, I want to go attune to the ether, right? Because I missed that the last time I was around. No. There we go. Right. Let's do that bad boy. And now we're gonna go topside and go talk to the Drowning Wench proprietor. Hello, Bandarin. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in a... Aye, I'm Bandarin. Alright. I'm Bandarin, alright. Who's asking? I heard as I've got a job capable of adventure, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding hairy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in the details. I do not want the one with the cow. Thank you very much. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out of the Sastasha Sea Grot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Airport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much, I know. But it weren't so long ago as the Fishback's pet pirates paid us an unwelcome visit, and folk are feeling a bit nervous. If you would permit me, Master Batteron, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellowjacket himself. To what do I owe this rare honor, Commodore Rayner? Come to make sure my patrons are behaving or just thirsty? Neither, in fact. I was informed that you had requested an adventurer to assist in my investigation, and I came to offer what information I could sift from recent reports. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Sastasha Sea Grot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of Corels had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Sastasha again. But with the Sahagin testing our defenses daily, I'm loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Then it is settled. Sastasha is located in western Lenoska. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vmelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. Here are the man. Good luck to you, lad. Ah, shit. Give me a moment. Alright. It's probably pirates. This is down south. The Fisherman's Guild, which I will have to walk to. What do you unlock? I want to find out who unlocks the challenge log soon, so I can use that to grind XP. We'll recall. Am I going the right way? Oh, I hope I'm going the right way. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Hello? You're here about Commodore Rayner's investigation? Then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Aleport. Once you arrive in Western Lenoska, though, you best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Sestasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you'll need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Sea Grot. The hall is on the way to Sestasha, just north of Aleport. Head inside, and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. I think we can safely pass that bit up. Well, I'm on my way over there. Let me quickly do some rearranging. Wait a minute, that's a Suna. That's not a Suna. That's a Suna. And this can be over here. And that's media. And then this goes... yeah, over here. Nope, over here. Trying to remember where... I'm trying to remember where all my hotkeys were on the on my main. Let's chat with the Chocobo Keep first, and then we'll attune to the Ether Crystal. Good deal. Now we'll go humor the guys over at the Hall of the Novice for a bit. Hello. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellow Jackets sent word. I hear you are to brave the depths of Sestasha Sea Grot. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into such a den of savagery alone will be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. And you shall need the training we here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before you continuing on your mission. I've already done this. The smith here oversees the training schedule. Speak with him, and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellow Jacket Scout at the mouth of Sestasha Sea Grot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. Later, losers. I already know how to do all this stuff. Alright, I'm a conjurer, so I should not have much trouble getting in here myself. Hello? What took you so bloody long, Ada? If me purse was too light, you might have considered using some of your own bleeding coin to get us what we need. You've only ever been as useful as the contents of your pockets, and gods know you can barely eel a scratch. We took up the adventure in life to take on the big jobs and claim the big rewards. How are we meant to do that if you can't even get our supplies in order? It's Sim, the one Badneron was talking to. Well, we'll see who gets the glory. This job should have been ours in the first place. Ah, they're just a bunch of wannabe adventurers. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasting waiting. You are? Oh, thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra? We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Sestasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I've yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback fancying serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spot any blue-face tattoos. Use the duty finder to enter Sestasha. Duty finder unlocked. Sestasha now accessible. Oh joy, the duty finder. I just love the duty finder. Especially when I'm a healer and I don't have to wait. Of course, there's a DPS taking his sweet time. There we go. Alright, first things first for every dungeon. You say, hello. You've got a gladiator, a dragoon, and a red mage on our team. Oh, wait. Do I have any food on me? Yes. Who needs the healings? I got the healings. Alright, tank, get to it. I believe in you. Alright, having a bit of a comfortable stroll here. No one's getting hit too hard. Gladiator's holding up fairly well. Tossing a Medica there. Make sure to top off everyone. So Stash is a pretty laid-back dungeon, in all honesty. It's the first dungeon you get to go through, so I guess that's fine. You don't really have much to work with in the way of abilities at this early in the game. Plenty of shellfish tonight, guys. Inconspicuous switch. And here comes Chopper. Popping Asuna off to get that paralysis off of our tank. Nice and healthy as I put some arrows on the big cat. And we've got our first big thing of first bit of loot. And yeah, I'll need that, and I'll pass on that. Not gonna have any Disciples of War for a while. Start dropping some arrows off on everyone. And I'll pop Medica off before I get healing on our tank. Avast, you scurvy dog! You're a dead scurvy dog now. Ahoy, Captain! Look, he's right away. Sup, assholes? Did we ruin your dinner? Oh, I hope we did. Of course, it's not really dinner, it's more like your afternoon drunk fest. How much alcohol can we put down, Captain? The answer is all of it. The answer is yes. How much ale can we put down? Yes. Arrow you and arrow you. And then I'll arrow you. I'll get back to healing our tank because oh god, oh god, oh god. No! Getting a little low on me there, Gladiator. Can't have that. We have the captain's key, so let's go into the captain's quarters. First, let's beat up his doormates. Oh my gosh, this guy hits hard. Alright, what we got next? Who else wants a piece? Who wants the healings? I got the healings. Oh no, it's a whole pack of scurvy dogs. Run away, little weedy dog! We're gonna put a spear up your butt when we catch you. we're killing everyone? Okay. I guess we're killing everyone. I'm fine with this. Why stop at just one group of pirates when we could kill the whole lot of them? You can fight and all of you will die, or you could give up, in which case only most of you will die. Tank, get back here. I needs to heal you. He needs the healings. How many levels have I gone up? I'm pretty sure I went in here when I was level 17. And now I'm 21. Alright. Come here, you mangy coward. You sully our spawning ground, sure, Walker. Well, I guess that captain got what was coming for him. And now we gotta deal with Den the Orca Tooth. Big fish man. Big fish man. It's a fish. You just whittle him down. Huzzah! Victory is ours! GG. Huzzah! Alright, player commendations. Let's give it to... Well, our tank is the only one left here, so we're gonna give it to him. Then we're gonna open up this treasure coffer, and I don't want any of these, so we're gonna pass on those. We're just gonna head out. And now we're going to go back to the Drowning Wench. Could you give me a lift, Mr. Lift Attendant? Alright, I dealt with your pirate problem, Mr. Baderon. Aye, such a task was on the books. Was, mind. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Dolorous Bear. Ah, might you be the adventurer who accepted the job of investigating Sestasha? It would seem that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor, none the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. You are right, of course. But there shall be no rest till we have attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. To have such a goal, large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and obstacles will be overcome in time. You would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, sir. Goodbye. Back then, are ye? With all your limbs and a tale to tell, I'll wager. Fishbacks? And there I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or three. Seven hells, you turn your back for 5 bloody minutes and the scaly bastards set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces, so I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves to the fauna of Sestasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Olimsa, I thank you for shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation, and I couldn't ask for no more than that. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest, but just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking it on another job. It just so happens that I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see? Seems the folk in need of a venture that can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task won't be no skip through a sunny glade. But after the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, I doubt it's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready. I'll lay it out for you. Party Finder unlocked. Ah, so you're the Xanzel I've been hearing so much about. 'Tis a pleasure indeed to finally meet you in the flesh. The name's Baderon, and this most hospitable of hostelries is the Drowning Wench. 'Tis a place where adventurers like yourself gather to rest up, listen to the latest gossip, and take on any task what need doing. And in this day and age, there ain't no shortage of tasks what need doing. I hope you're good and ready to pitch in, lad. Ready to hear about the job, then? Like I said, that request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. But whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it'd pose any trouble for an adventurer that has survived the bedlam in Sestasha. If you think you might be interested, well, want to have words with Mother Mione, my counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, mate. Okie doke. What do you have? Ooh, this is probably the challenge log. We all know what it feels to have had one too many. That's why I'll not fault our patrons for much of what goes on at the tables. But is it too much to ask that they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It wouldn't bother me so much if half of them didn't show up a week later, ranting and raving as if their drunken heedlessness was somehow my fault. Take this impressive-looking journal right here. As oft used as it seems to be, I've no doubt its owner is tearing up the town searching for his prized possession. A stranger he was, a swarthy Rogadin who enjoyed his drink. Seemed to be getting on well with one of our regulars, Quintinian. Perhaps you could still catch up with him and spare me the headache. I'd offer you a free drink, but last time I did that, Baderon docked my wages. Hey Quintinian, is this yours? Have I seen who? Look, just cause I spend more nights at the wench than in my own home doesn't mean I'm mates with every sod who comes stumbling through the doors. Wait a minute, that bloody book! Why didn't you say so sooner? The tight-ass bastard drained 20 flagons and promptly passed out, leaving yours truly to foot the bill. Said he was heading for Aleport. Aye, where else, the scurvy salt? Nimia willin', he's still stranded at the ferry docks, though the gods know it won't help get me Gil back. Oh, while I'm here, why don't I grab you too? Ooh, this is the esthetician? The esthetician? You're either a brave man or a fool, friend, to be wandering the streets of Limsa tonight, or with the slasher of Fisherman's Bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. Why, it said he brandished his blade so long and sharp that he could gut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but that hasn't stopped the rumors from sending shivers up spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before me tells me you don't scare easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. Man and disgruntled man. Why will no one listen? My blades! I must have my blades! And what seems to be the problem? What are you waiting for? That's him! The slasher! Apprehend him, toss him in gaol, and throw away the key! Or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks for all I care. Just do something! Woe is me! Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 moons I saved every last gil for my husband's hard-earned wage, forgoing new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children, all in anticipation of this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of a world-renowned aesthetician to Limsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious Lominsian oohing and awing in admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead, have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. No matter what I say, all I'd receive are accusations and looks of horror. I swear this is not as it seems. Do you doubt me too, friend? I certainly can. Let's see. / doubt. Oh, the ignominy of it all! Of course you take her side. For shame! Is there no one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should be welcomed with open arms, and a 21-cannon salute. Instead, I am branded a criminal, but the tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my very soul, ripped unceremoniously from my person like barnacles from a side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as we speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths, I speak unto you 3 names, 3 kind souls who may yet put right what has gone so frightfully wrong. Forge Master Hinaza of Nardik and Vimers, Guildmaster Beaton of the Gridanian Carpenters Guild, and Severin at the Alchemist Guild in Ulda. there is an ounce of compassion in you, seek them out and tell them Xandelian sent you. When my soul is restored and my name rightfully cleared, all of Limsa, nay, the entire realm, will sing your praises. For I, Xandelian, am none other than the The ass what? Sorry, didn't quite catch that. But sure, I'll go talk to these people. Ananza, Jalen sent you. Let me guess, the barmy fool's lost his tools. Pardon me, the appendages of his very soul. Again, and his thrashing and tossing like the end of days is nigh. The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he'd save himself these misunderstandings. No, I've not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my pity indeed for having to play audience to his whinging. Any road, this should shut him up for a while. Tell him that if he loses these, I'll graft the next pair to into his bloody hands. Okay. Now, what was I doing for? Rising to the challenge. Gotta deliver this journal to Waslied in the Lumensian ferry docks. Just attune to this, and I'll pop down to the lower levels. I'm all turned around. Let's go this way. Hello, good sir. I believe this is yours. If you have business with me, be quick about it. My ferry and my next great adventure await. Is this yours? My journal! Why, I thought I had lost it forever. Pardon my rudeness, friend. Perhaps I should have stopped after 19 flagons. Ha ha! Did you steal a glance at his pages, perchance? No? Shame that. A shame that. For this book contains... how might I say it? A record of my numerous adventures. Quite the inspiring read, if I do say so myself, which I believe I just did. Ha ha! You've the air of an adventurer about you, if one still untested. But take heart, even the most accomplished adventurer, and I speak from personal experience, was once a whelp with more dreams than a sense. Where there only some way for me to repay your... But of course, I've a fresh journal right here that might as well have your name on it. Why not keep a record of your own, that one day we might regale each other with stories of our deeds? And with that, I shall be off, for an adventure, and a flagon of 20 of the realm's finest ale calls me. Fare you well on your journey, and next time you find yourself at the Wench, do thank that Ellison fellow for his generosity. Ha ha! take that money. You now have access to the challenge log. That should put some good experience under my belt. I'll tune to this, and then we're gonna go back to Gridania. Actually, be cheaper if I took the airship. This early in the game, I gotta save up my gil. By the time I get through the main story of A Realm Reborn, I'll be swimming in gil. I can teleport every which way I please. But at this point, if I teleport back and forth from Gridania to Limsalo Minsa, I'll be out of gil in no time. Take me to the airships. And you take me back to Gridania. Hello? Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come to take your... Oh? Not here to dine? Dare I hope that you're the adventurer Banderin sent word about? You are? Oh, the matron be praised. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mione, and the Carling Canopy is my place. With regard to the task in question, there is a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you are ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Alright. How am I? I just passed Thaumaturge, so I'm going to switch over. Actually, hang on. Yep, register Conjurer, and then let's switch over to Thaumaturge, and then the recommended gear, and we'll register that. All right, debrief me. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Beg pardons for interrupting, Mione, but our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward? And good morrow to you, Bow Lord. Your need must be pressing indeed for you to honor us with this visit. Good news is, your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. My thanks for answering the call, friend. My name is Lilin, and I lead the men and women of the Gods Quiver. Now time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud there lies an underground burial site called the Tamtara Deepcroft. The place was once a Gelmorn settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been skulking about the Deepcroft, and with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. You zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcroft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Xanzel at bay. The Burmen have grown restless of late, and I fear a storm may be brewing. In anticipation of this, I have been compelled to spread our forces throughout the Twelveswood, lest we be taken unawares. The situation so being, we must turn to others to deal with the Lambs of Dalamud. Can we rely on you to undertake this task, friend? You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft, and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. Alright, but first, I'm going to go speak to the Carpenters Guild. And then I'll actually go pick up the next quest for the Conjurer. Hello. A message from John Delane, you say? So he's lost another one. Does the man not understand that wood doesn't simply grow on... Or actually it does, at least in a manner of speaking. But the fact remains that resources are in short supply. For all his flowery words, if his tools were truly an extension of his very being, one would think he'd find a way to hold on to them for more than a fortnight or two. Genlin's skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. Still, it is not my place to judge. Take this to him, and let us both hope that he will right his ways. Right. And over to the Conjurers. Let's switch over to Conjurer real quick so it can take this quest. Hello. Brother Isumi Yan requests that you assist with Sylphie's training. Of course. Greetings, Xanzel. You radiate the confidence of a conjurer who neglects not his study of the elements. I confess I have no lesson to learn you this day. Instead, I would ask that you aid me in the education of another. Yes, I speak of Sylphie. After no small amount of prompting, bordering on coercion, the child has finally promised to attempt to embrace the forces of nature. But I am afraid the matter is not so easily resolved. Sylphie has never attempted to learn the basic offensive spells that you and most other conjurers master before first venturing into the wild. As such, she is ill-equipped to undertake the trials which furnish you and your peers with an understanding of the elements. Simply put, she is no match for the tainted spirits of nature. But if a more capable conjurer were to accompany her and purify the corruption in her stead, it may yet serve to impress upon her the power of the forces at work. I bid you take her on a pilgrimage around the Twelveswood and give her the opportunity to witness these confirmations firsthand. Earth, wind, water. She must know them all. Show her the majesty and primal ferocity of nature. As it was with you, let Earth be her first lesson. Sylvia awaits you at the Bent Branch Meadows. Pray forgive my presumption, but I thought it best to send her on ahead while her conviction remains strong. Once you have located the patch of corrupted soil at Bent Branch, draw forth the tainted sprite and let her witness the struggle that ensues. May the elements aid you in this endeavor, Xanzel. Right. Bent Branch Meadows. It's up here. Isn't exactly giving me a clear indication of where it was on the mini-map. Hello, Sylvie. Oh, I wasn't sure you'd come. You are kind to help me. I've done nothing but mock you. Well, if you're ready, the corrupted soil is just there. I promise I'll be paying attention. Ah! Evil Demon Rock is back. But I have rocks of my own, and the power of the wind! Who cares about the power of the water? It hasn't done anything for me lately. And there we have it. Ah! I wasn't scared. I was just a little startled, that's all. It was as if a mass of solid wrath had erupted from the ground. I've never felt anything like... never mind. We have to head to the Bannock next. Let's get this over with. Okie doke. This seems to be the place. I'll be watching, so do whatever it is you do. Alright, it's time to fight air with earth and air. How do you like that? Gods! The wind blew straight through me. It felt both gentle and sharp at the same time. I can't explain it. This is something you can conjure? Let's be on our way. The last one is at Lilystone. Nope. Yep. Yep. Before we do that, because I'm willing to wager a bit that queuing up as a thaumaturge is going to take a bit. I'm going to go get that started right now before we go take care of the last bit with Selfie. Ah, good. You ignored me. Hello. We meet again. I cannot say I'm surprised to see you here. You took the prize back in Limsa, but this time we shall give you better sport. For I am no true adventurer. Gods, I hate mausoleums. It's not right to disturb the dead in their slumber. Think of our goal, sister. One day our adventurers will be the stuff of song. It will all be worth it. You guys keep telling yourself that. Hello. You're Xanzel Rusel, I take it. Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bowlord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deepcroft and purge it of the lands of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity put an end to the Sixth Astral Era. The cultists took the lesser moon Dalamud for their god, believing it would deliver them from the devastation. And so they were rather disappointed when Dalamud exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its descent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The lands of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say, everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and that it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is they're doing in the Deepcroft, you may be assured that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Eorzea at large, put an end to their madness. Tamtar Deepcroft now accessible. Alright. Change over to Thaumaturge. And then register for the duty. Turn off Sestasha first. And then join. 8 minutes. Pretty sure I can get Sylphie's stuff done first. Oh. You two don't look alright. Childish curiosity prompted me to commit the most elementary of blunders. Were it not for the fruit that Iliam found, my adventures may well have ended in this foreboding place. Always look before you leap. In my haste, this most fundamental rule of adventuring slipped my mind. I do believe I shall rest here a while. Okay, you do that. Amateurs. Bunch of bleeding amateurs. If you want to go on an adventure, you gotta have your wits about you. Can't just go, oh, I want to be an adventurer, and then just blindly charge into the nearest cave. No. First of all, you gotta do it with style. But you also have to do it with a bit of common sense. First off, know your role. You guys look like you went in there with only a DPS and a healer. And DPS isn't going to take damage very well. You need to have a tank. You need to have a big guy up front. Hello, Selfie. What do we got now? The tainted water is here. Show me how it's done, then. Show me what you got. And that's that. The lake is so beautiful. I never noticed how clearly the sky is reflected in its surface. I never noticed. Let's head back. I'm ready to speak with the guildmaster now. Alright. Back to Gridania. Conjurer's Guild, if you please. Ding! Top floor. Welcome back, my avid conjurers. How fared you in your encounter with the elements? Selphie, what did you sense as Xanzel cleared the sources of corruption? It's hard to explain. It was like hearing voices crying out in joy. And I felt their happiness wash over me. The world seemed sharper, more alive. It was almost as if nature were speaking to me. But why, Brother Izumi? Why did my mother teach me to avoid this side of conjuring? What was she so afraid of? There are certain truths that hide behind the mask of our words, and there is much that your mother didn't tell you. But you didn't seek all the answers at once, Selphie. Even now, your mind founders amid a sudden inundation of awareness. The first time we connect with nature can be a wonderful but disorienting experience. I suggest you allow yourself some time to adjust to this new perspective. Yes, Guildmaster. You have my gratitude, Xanzel. Thanks to you, Selphie has taken a most important step. You heard her mention voices crying out in joy, did you not? It appears the mother's gift has been passed on to the daughter. Such sensitivity is not something one can achieve through meditation and training, but a blessing that only a few fortunate chosen receive, and as you have no doubt surmised, Selphie's mother was one such person. The misunderstanding of that blessing, however, was what led her down such a tragic path. We cannot allow Selphie's astonishing talents to consume her in the same manner. But we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. The girl has barely awoken to her potential. And for that potential to be fully realized, your support is yet needed. I suspect she failed to mention that the promise of your involvement in her lessons was the reason for her change of heart. Ah, you underestimate the impression your quiet determination has made on young Selphie. If modesty prevents you from acknowledging your own good deed, consider this task a part of your training. For conjurers are healers of wounds, be they physical or otherwise. Walk with her on her journey, Xanzel, and together explore the myriad mysteries of nature. Cool. And do I have anything that needs upgrading? I do not, so I'm just going to grab the Algan piece. Oh my god. The wait time for Tamtara went from 8 minutes to 12 minutes. What the hell? That's not cool. Alright, I'm gonna take a look and see if I can upgrade any of my gear then. Are there any... Nope. While we're waiting, I will turn back to Thaumaturge. We're just waiting on a healer right now, so it could drop at any moment. Independent arms. And... oh, you're a mender. Tinker. Trade craft supplier. What does the Tinker have? Ah, dies. Something I'm not able to do yet, unfortunately. Culinarian. Ooh. Wanted to get water. No. Just straight drinking water. Isn't it all what I wanted? What if I go and Brigand's meals? Water. I think it's actually called mineral water or something. Mineral. Ah, there we go. Good deal. Yeah, let's spend 4,000 gil on water. This was a good decision to make. Why? Because now I can link this to my hotbar. And there we go. Now, first thing I can do when I jump into a dungeon is drink a bit of water, and I'll be set to get as much XP as I can out of the experience. Jesus Christ! It went back down to 8. The wait time went back down to 8 minutes, but it's an 11-minute wait. God damn it! I hate queuing as a DPS. Holy shit! Can you give me anything? I don't have the gil, unfortunately. Yep, do not have the gil. In fact, why don't I just sell some stuff I know I'm not going to use? No, I'm not going to use that. I could sell the Allegan pieces. Don't know if I'm going to be using the Resurgence or anything. Don't need that because I have Asuna. I'll keep the high potions. Do I even want to bother though? It's not a good idea. Upgrading my armor might be a smarter idea. Yeah. That one has glasses. That's a pair of glasses. Cotton robe won't do me any good until the next level. I'm gonna hold off until I hit level 25. Because then... Hopefully I'll hit level 25 with both Thaumaturge and Conjurer at about the same time. And I'll take the quests for those classes, and hopefully I'll get something good out of both of them. This, on the other hand... I know the starting stuff has like +1 to all the stats for its bonus, and it isn't until you get into the higher 20s that you'll actually get anything worthwhile. So, oh great, the tank left the queue. I think going forward, I'm going to endeavor to do story quests as the Thaumaturge, so I can get all that experience. And I'll keep the Conjurer will just get level ups from whatever dungeons I need to go into. Alright, while we're waiting, why don't I go around and get the Aetherite so that I can teleport all over Gridania. Got the Leatherworkers one over here. Oh, yes, thank you. Jeez, that took way too long. Heyo. Tantara Deepcroft. Oh god, he's just dragging everything, isn't he? We've got a Dark Knight, an Astrologian, and a Bard with us. These guys look like they're all decked out. Except for the Dark Knight. He looks like he's on his standard gear. Oh, forgot to drink my water. Keep yourselves hydrated, people. Tearing through everything before I can even land a hit on him. Why am I even here? Bunch of ranged fighters backing up the tank. One orb down out of 4. And this actually benefit me, so I'm going to grab that loot. Oh god, that is a lot of bugs. Way too many particle effects for my liking. I think we're going the wrong way, guys. Yeah, I get turned around in here too. Yeah, we'll need that. A grave digger way over town that digs on me. Sure, I'll go ahead and need all this. Hope I grab at least some of it. Someone's not casting their rolls, though. Casting their lots. The loot waits until everyone has cast their lot before deciding who gets it. Just about through my rested XP. Particleic effect maelstroms. Let's all wave our hands at the magical rosary. Alright, get them all together so I can nuke them all at once. Out of MP. Who summons me from the void to reside within this grid? I didn't summon you. Pass. No. I want to go into the sealed area. Let me in! Let me in! Set everything on fire. That's just what I do. I do not have limit break on, so someone else is gonna have to do it. Or not do it at all, that's also fine. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world. Bye, Cthulhu. Shankshaw. GG. Alright, let me give a player recommendation to our tank. And then I take my loot. Two-handed Conjurer's Arm. Oh, I guess I get it anyway. Alright, and let's see, did any of that... That's a cute hat. I like that hat. I like that hat a lot. Now to go report into Eorzea at the inn. Hello. I did the thing for you. Welcome back, Xanzel. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deep Croft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. Banneran's ringing endorsement left me in little doubt as to your capabilities. Even so, you are to be commended. Lord Luwin asked me to pass on his thanks. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call on such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves, with predictable consequences. As if to illustrate the point. Avery's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of range before I could finish the spell. You shouldn't have been so hard pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Bah! To hell's with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving, and it'd be too soon if I never see your faces again. Goodbye, and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing, but you couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of Avery's head, bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hell you like with it, but for God's sakes, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? Wait! Don't leave me alone, please! I'm so sorry, Avery. Please, forgive me. Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes 12 times in half as many days. Pfft. Amateurs. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventures of your experience. I can send men like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterparts in Ul'dah. She seeks the services of a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in this task, say the word, and I will be glad to share the details with you. Alright, cool. What you got for me? Welcome to the Carline Canopy, a place of respite for adventurers like yourself. It is an honor to indeed to receive visitors from afar. As you may imagine, the Twelswood has scarcely begun to recover from the devastation wrought by the calamity, and Gridania wants for all the help it can get. I hope we can count on yours. That's what I'm here for. So you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand. Think of her as the Sultanate's version of myself. Oh, I know her. I am well aware of her eccentricities. Chances are she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now off you go, Xanzel, and good luck. Alright. Let's get this gravy train rolling. Back to Ul'dah. Alright. And Houston Strip, yeah. Wherever I go, I should have an aetheryte nearby. At the very least. Yep, one right there. Alchemist skill. I need to go by there. Hey you. You've come on to have the Jadlane? Why, I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. I realize the man's services are in demand, but it would be physically impossible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? An unfortunate turn of events indeed, if not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius, and genius is often misunderstood by modest minds. Trust me as I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents, and so I command you, deliver this parcel to Jonlin with all speed. Sure, after I'm done with the... whatever Momodi's got in store for me. And off to the Adventurers Guild. Hello, Momodi. Hello again. Welcome to the quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now, if you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Oh, it's you, Xanzel. And there I was, spouting the same tired line. Leonie sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. She also made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you don't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started. So let's talk business, shall we? Into a copper hell. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. God's almighty, another second under the sun and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Hey, it's Papa Smurf. Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventurer who will be handling your petition is here. Oh? Why, if it isn't my good friend Xanzel. It does my spirit well to know that you are the one who will be helping us. Mayhap you'd like to appraise Xanzel of this mission? Yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Eorzea & Sons Mineral Concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These creatures are of the clan known as the Hecatoncheires, fearsome creatures who were once sealed within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Throne Dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of our ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. No, it's no wonder they're angry. Didn't the Thorn Dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, my lady. People of that age used the Hecatoncheires to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatoncheires, our ancestors induced the collapse of the mine's lowest levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well now, that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mithra Eye a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, to think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. They must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is a task which we would have you undertake. I'll not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to the sorry business. Sure. God bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell Mines are in western Thanland. Do take care of you here. Ah, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of the Eorzea & Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell Mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Hello, good sir.
Looking for Painted Mesa? You found him. So you're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, mate. I just hope you've got skills to go with them, cause things ain't pretty down there. The Hecatoncheires have left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mining resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the Second Ul Dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to reopen it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive after being buried under a mountain's worth of rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong! Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for want aught to build with. The stone torches keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck.
Alright, do I want to go now, or deal with Jadalane first? If I deal with Jadalane, I can start dyeing my gear. You know what? Yeah, let's go do that. Brief diversion. Alright, big guy, I have your toys. If there is an ounce of compassion in you, friend, I beg you, retrieve from me the tools of my trade, for I am none other than Gentleman, the Could this be? Yes, I can feel it. The light returns to my eyes. Power courses through my fingers. I live. And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die. Be gone, foul demon! Wait a minute. No. Oh. And so I ask, how do you feel, madam? Why, it's as if in but a single magnificent moment, I've traveled beyond the void and returned to life as the embodiment of all that is beautiful in this world. Could it be? Yes, it must. How else to explain such power? You are the one whose coming I was foretold. You are the aesthetician. In the flesh, madam. I am Jadalane, crafter of coiffures so divine that Menfinia herself doth begrudge my clientele their beauty. But let us speak of you, madam. For where a moment ago stood a fashion challenge frump, now here stands a beauty reborn. Ha ha, I get it. And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, that I might once again bestow my gifts on the realm bereft of beauty, a kindness I intend to repay in full. Do you fear that your own hairstyle is becoming passé? Fear the specter of ugliness threatening to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath. Oh, God! as the madam before you, as this very realm we call home, from an abyss of unfathomable drabness you shall rise anew. My clients have been known to make reservations moons, even years in advance, but you shall know no such troubles. No, for proving a staunch ally to good taste when all others turned a blind eye, I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Yes, the next time you find yourself plagued by aesthetic ennui, you need only ring the crystal bell from the comfort of any inn room at which you have taken up lodgings. Jolene shall hasten to the scene. Yes, in a flash, the dreary, uninspired life you have hitherto known shall end. You shall travel to the realm beyond, and return to us as a beauty reborn. I give you this as a token of the trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetic wonders ordinary men shall never know. Oh, Master J-Link, do come back. I've not made my next appointment. He's like a goddamn JoJo character. Oh, I guess I don't get dice from him. Oh, dang it. Alright, whatever. Off to Horizon. Okay, and then we'll switch over to Conjurer. So that when we hop over to this next dungeon, we can pop right in. No more queue times. No more waiting. We're just gonna get in there and get it done. Hello, good sir. There's been an incident inside the Copperbell mines. We are here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You're the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the hecatonctories? I didn't think that Papa Sean would be able to find someone so quickly, if at all. Oh no, me and Papa Smurf go way back. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside the mines for now, but it's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best you can, and enter at will. Alright. Let's get in there. And that's the speed of playing as a healer. Always thank your healer. Hey-o. 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 Drink some water. Open the door. Let's get in there. Going down. Ding. Boogity boogity boogity, let's go racing, boys. Throwing rocks at it, and maybe it'll die. we were all walking in a straight line there for a moment. Locked in step. It's a rather efficient tank. I'm very happy about that. Kaboom! I'm I'm just gonna hop up here. I'll just cast arrow on everything that comes my way. Ah. Come on down, Flame Bow. And there's another one. And another one.
Kotos! Get down here. Come here. I want to put an arrow spell in your head.
Alright, what we got in the box? Don't need that. I might need that. Going down. Down, down, into the ground. Ah, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I would need swift cast on arrow. Elby's up. Nope, don't need that. Go get a max, man.
Excuse me. I would like to ask you a question.
Alright, lay the charges. Gotta blow this sucker up. Well, we all want a piece of it. Noob trap, noob trap. Everyone loves a noob trap. Please don't kill the blasting cap. But I wanna do things. Right, now kill it all. Kill all of it. Stomp it out. Alright, any of this I want to grab? I'll try for this again. Oh, I already have it. Never mind. Lay arrow down on all these guys. Lay down a cure on our tank. And we'll just start throwing stones at him. Probably focus on healing our tank with this many mobs around. Oh, great. The Lancer's getting in on it, too. He'll make a great Dragoon someday. Yep, you can never quite slip past these guys. Ah.
Slaves no more! Free! Free!
Hey, big guy.
Masters must pay! Masters must die! Never again! Never!
Alright, fine. We'll never let anyone put you in chains again. Instead, we're just gonna kill you. Sorry about that. Come on, damn it, fall over already. Huzzah! LB for the win. GG. Let's get that player recommendation in before everyone leaves. Don't need that. All right. That's all three of the starting dungeons out of the way. And report to Painted Mesa. I can do that by just teleporting there. Take the Aetheryte to the Adventurers Guild. Hello, Painted Mesa. Wait. Yeah, let's switch over to Thaumaturge for this. Proceed. Ah, the Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Ulda will have the materials it needs to she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papashan next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Momodi. It'll do the women well to see you alive and in one piece. No! Shut your mouth, you thieving little swine! You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. But please, sir, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Paid for it with my own coin. What rot. You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, less a choice cut of dodo. I'm going to say it one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you would never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades. You know, help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. If you agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require, the authorities needn't hear of your crime. No, all these guys gotta burn. Gonna burn every last one of these assholes. But I ain't done nothing wrong. 12 is me witness. Oh, you cowards. Please, adventurer, help me. I beg of ye. I swear on my mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat me children to a decent meal. And who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master? You could take you and your stupid haircut rolled up into a ball and shove it up your arse. I've had enough of this mama's farce. You lot, teach them a lesson. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Against the whole 6 damage you're managing to do to me. You couldn't handle me yourself, so you had to call on your stupid friends. Alright. Come on, guys. I'm 2'5". What? Y'all want some more? I ain't getting paid enough for this. Hey, where the hells do you think you're going? Thank ye, kind adventurer. Thank ye thrice over. Ah. I'd swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. But it's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. The residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. Though they tried to make the best of it, it was only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in the other cities? If the talk is true, yes. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees would try their luck here first. My heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I would be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do turn out for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Garlean Empire, patrolling the streets for riffraff. It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins. Get dodo tenderloins. Get your dodo tenderloins. Guaranteed cheapest in Thanalan. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Looking around, you'd think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. Sir? Are you alright? What now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? No, I'm just gonna tell you to go stick it where the sun don't shine. What? Saw her buy that meat, you say? That's absurd. Aye, as I did. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. Who said that? I will overlook this, but just this once. Gods bless ye, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done? It don't bear thinking about it. All's well that ends well. Hey, Thancred. We meet again. Pray, do not mistake my intent, for it is always honorable. But I have been watching you ever since you departed Ul'dah. You played the part of an envoy to perfection, confident as a man on a diplomatic mission should be, yet unfailingly courteous to your betters. And when your travels led you into the midst of danger, you faced it without so much as a flinch. You, my friend, are quite a marvel, and I confess being somewhat in awe of you. But my lavish praise continues. Most of all, I was struck by your readiness to aid those in need, even when words were all the reward you would expect to receive. Such selfishness is a rare thing in this day and age. All of which leads me to conclude that you are indeed the one whom I have been looking for, an adventurer possessed of a very rare set of qualities. To be sure, your rescue of that damsel in distress was more of a happy accident. Rescue her you did, and that is what matters in the end. I feel I should mention at this point that I also harbor a burning interest in a certain talent of yours. I speak of your visions. You have been experiencing visions, have you not? Well, as it so happens that I know a woman who shares your talent and can help you to understand it. She and I belong to the same organization, and we should both be delighted beyond words if you would agree to join our cause. Naturally, there are benefits to being part of such a collective. For one, we should be glad to assist you in realizing your potential as an adventurer. You need not give me an answer now. Think about it. And if you feel moved to help us, as I pray you shall, speak with Momodi, the ever lovely and youthful mistress of the quicksand. Tell her the signs of the seventh dawn have found their man, and she will tell you where to find us. Ooh, mysterious. Secret organizations. Alright, well, I think I'm going to end this here for now, tonight. Because it's almost midnight, and I don't like going this long. So, thank you all for watching. Next time, we'll dive deeper into the secrets of these scions of the seventh dawn. But till then, have yourselves a fantastic night, and take care. I'm doing my outro here, asshole.